What's up, everyone? Today, I kind of want to talk about something different, something that not a lot of people in the space are really willing to bring up. And it's that you can't put your life on the shelf for trading. And this is coming from a place of experience. I've done this before. I've skipped gym sessions. I've stopped going out with friends and seeing my girlfriend as much. I stopped eating as healthy. And just because we're chasing this trading dream, we're chasing all this freedom or money or whatever reason you're in this for, doesn't mean that the rest of our life has to just go to a complete standstill. If you're someone who follows my ex, I'm trying to document this whole journey publicly. And really, the reason for that is that when everything's all said and done, I'm profitable and successful, I can use these videos and actually just look back at where I came from. But another reason is for people who maybe were in a position I've been in for. I can use the knowledge I have now, even though I'm not profitable, to maybe try help them, maybe try guide them onto the right path. And that's kind of something I wished I had whenever I first started trading, because I've definitely, for example, in this scenario, I've caught myself put my life on hold basically just because of trading. I was just watching YouTube videos for 8 hours a day, staring at the charts all day. Whenever I took a trade and I lost, which was basically every day, you know, that was my mood. I was just done. I didn't want to do anything else. I wasn't a joy to be around. And yeah, sometimes still, when I take a loss, I'm not very happy after it. But I've gotten better, and I'm gonna keep improving. I'm gonna keep trying improving. I'm praying every day to help me. Um, yeah, and I just kind of want to show why you shouldn't do that. So, point number one, and probably the most important one, is you're going to be disconnected from God. When trading takes over, it's very easy to push your faith to the side. Like you wake up in the morning and you'll check the charts before you even open your Bible. You might skip prayer time to time or skip going to church because you're studying the charts. And yeah, this is something I've been guilty of. I've had these long spirals where, my relationship with God was getting quieter, all because I was so focused on trading, just trying to make it work and get rich. Money is the root of all evil, as it says in the Bible. That's wrong. I shouldn't have done that, but I know now I never want to do it again. And maybe there's someone watching this right now who's going through the same thing. Maybe their faith's gotten quieter. Maybe they're not going to church as much or praying as much or reading their Bible. And all I just want to say is just put your trust in God and just build a relationship with Him. It's not that I ever stopped being a Christian, it's just God wasn't really my top priority. And that's not something that was on the forefront of my mind. I wasn't thinking, I'm putting trading up here and God down here. No, if you would have asked me at the time, I would have said God's number one, and then trading, well, family, friends, and trading and stuff. But my actions weren't reflecting that. You can't just say, God's number one, but then, you're not acting it, you're not praying, you're not talking to Him, you're not asking for forgiveness every day. And without that connection, I became more emotional with trading. It just was going so much worse. And it is very, very ambitious to believe you can do something as hard as trading, as complicated as it is, making money from the stock market, all in your own. You know, I believe you need God in your life. To do something as big as this, you do need Him, I think. You need to be asking for help, guidance. You need Him with you, and you shouldn't forget about Him. And ever since I've put God at the forefront, every morning when I wake up, I'm praying, reading the Bible, and I'm not just being performative about it. I'm actually building a great relationship with Him. My trading has benefited greatly. And I know there are some people who are watching this who probably aren't religious or maybe have a different religion. Like, I probably can't change your mind, but I just want to tell you, just give it a go. Just start praying. And then for my next point, you're more than your P&L. The markets don't actually care who you are. Whether you're poor, you're rich, whatever, Everybody can lose money, everybody can also make money, but they don't care for you. Your family cares, your friends care, and God cares. God didn't put you on this earth to stare at candlesticks and try to get a winning day on a prop firm. I see far too many young traders just think they come in and trade and think it's all or nothing, and if they can't make it, that's their life over. If they do make it, then they'll finally be happy. There's purpose beyond trading, and I don't know you, but you're great at something. I don't know what it is, but you are. And if you don't know what it is, I'm sure you'll figure it out someday. I'm still trying to figure it out, but I know I will. And for point three, balance is going to make you a better trader. So, sitting on the charts 10 hours a day, that's not beneficial. That's just going to harm your development. What is going to help you is going to the gym, eating a healthy diet, having a relationship with family and friends, having a hobby, I don't know, play golf, tennis, whatever, I don't know, whatever makes you happy. And the reason for this is a healthy mind is going to come out in the charts. If your mind's unhealthy, maybe you eat like crap or you don't work out, you don't feel good. That's just going to reflect on the charts. Your performance isn't going to be good. And this is what's helped me. So I've given myself fixed trading hours. So maybe before, well, in UK it's before 2 p.m, but New York time, before 9 a.m, I'd be on the charts and I get off around 11 a.m. or 4 p.m. here. So I give those hours because it's manageable. I'm not sitting on the charts all day. I treat trading like a job. You don't just show up to your job, your 9 to 5, whenever you want. You don't show up at 11 o'clock and leave at, I don't know, 10 p.m. at night. No, you don't do that. And you need to treat trading the same way because it's a business. You need to be professional about it. Also, maybe you want a routine. So maybe you want to pray, read the Bible, or go to the gym before you get on the charts. I don't know. Whatever helps you stay locked in. And then you should have an emergency fund rule. So you don't want to be risking more than you can afford to lose because you're going to lose a lot in trading. And you kind of want to limit that as much as you can, believe me. And maybe if you don't actually have proper balance, maybe you could still become profitable. Who knows? I don't know. I'm sure someone can do it. You don't want to wake up at 30 years old, with £1 million, but no relationships. That's just sad. Nobody wants that. And maybe you're young now and you're saying, I don't care, I want the money. It's not true. Your future self, they'll regret that. There are really the three main points I had. Trading, it's meant to enhance your life. It's not meant to destroy it. And I know while you're learning, it's not fun. It's, you could say it kind of ruined your life for a couple of years, but you don't want it to ruin your personal life, if you know what I mean. The best thing to do, have a relationship with God and just have balance. Just relationships, family, friends, do a hobby, clean up your mind, just treat trading like a business, have fixed hours, don't be willy-nilly about it, and just, it's going to take longer than you think, but that's okay. Time's going to pass anyway. You'll get there eventually. I'm still waiting, but I'm okay with that. I'm at peace with that. I'm not trying to rush the process. At the start, I really I wanted to be rich quick, but I know that's not the case. You've got doctors, they go to school for years upon years and upon years just to get to where they are. And trading's basically the same. You need to learn, and it's going to take a lot of experience. It's going to take years. That's it. You're just going to have to wait, and you can't ruin your life for years. So yeah, if this video helped you in any way, or maybe you relate to it, let me know. Just comment below, and yeah, catch you in the next one.